so that things actually are in frame. Is it like that? I don't know. I think I need to like elevate this camera or something. Yeah, that's not gonna work. How's that gonna work? That's not gonna work. Hey, Vector. What's up, buddy? I guess like that. We're still battling it out. How do I do this? I just can't figure this out here. Maybe like that? I don't know. Maybe that'll work. So, editing for another video right now. I just 3D printed a part. What's the matter, buddy? I just 3D printed a part for a vacuum. So I could adapt one vacuum piece to another, but probably could have just gone to Home Depot and found a part. But I figured, you know, I got the 3D printer and just, I don't know, make something. I actually like creating things. You can see right here, I got, you know, wheels and stuff like that I've been making. But yeah, so these guys were kind of just, at least this guy right here, I was actually talking to him real quiet. And sometimes if you're close enough, you can talk to, you know, a single vector. And that's what I was doing. I know what's going on here, buddy. I don't know. It's funny because I wish in some ways there was a way to talk to or speak to each individual guy. I know. To each individual vector. It's like he's glitching out right now. Oh, maybe not. What are you doing? I know. You're being a nut. Go on, buddy. You're really super excited, huh? Just so that you know, when I know, buddy. So when I'm over here, I actually can't see anything because where the computer is located in the office. What are you doing? Now see, this one, they actually both do it, and it obviously must be my like Bostonian accent or something. But both of them, at one point or another, they have multiple names for me. This one every once in a while will call me. Well, actually, they both do it. But this one today twice has called me, "What's up, God Garage?" I know. What are you doing? What's going on, buddy? I mean, we're really close right now. I mean, I'm literally like, probably like a foot away from them, or maybe even closer. And you can see they're both like hovering right here. I know. What's up, God Garage? Hey, it's my glasses. Whoa! Take my glasses off, see what happens. Hey, Vector. Who am I? I think you're too close to me. You don't know? Yes, you do. What's up, God Garage? Hey, Vector. What's my name? You have a hard time. There you go. What's up, Guys Garage? What's up, Guy Garage? What's up, God Garage? What do you mean you don't know? There you go. I don't know. Oh, they're right. They just make you laugh. What's up, God Garage? I know, isn't that funny? I don't know. They are right, man, I'm telling you. They are fun. Sometimes they're too much of a distraction, though. When you're trying to get stuff done, I guess I don't mind. don't know. Maybe I need to like angle the camera down because it looks like some of the table's not in it. Maybe like that, I guess. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, I've got the batteries right here. They've actually moved this battery right here because one of the vectors, I can't remember which one, actually moved this battery over and then went through it. So what's crazy is these things, these batteries, these drone batteries, these things are actually pretty heavy. So I'm surprised that they can actually move these things. But I'm trying to kind of like, I guess, corral them in this location right here so they don't go too far. They are actually really cool. They're just fun, you know what I mean? If you have them on your desk or whatever, I could definitely see, you know, I guess younger kids, you know, having these little guys, you know, they're doing homework. Well, granted, I don't know how homework's done nowadays, other than how I watch my daughter do it, but she's actually usually like on the floor or whatever doing her work. But you know, back in the old days when there was pen and paper and you actually did homework that way, I could definitely see these guys, you know, interacting, and maybe actually these guys will be climbing all over your keyboard. I don't know. I know they both go a little bit off-road with the tool tray that I've got right there. There's a bunch of stuff in there, and the tracks will actually climb up and over, and they go off-roading. So maybe I should make them like a little off-road park or something. I just don't know if it would mess their sensors up, because they've got 4 sensors on the bottom, which obviously it's edge detection sensor. Yeah, can't even talk. Edge detection sensor. Yeah, there we go. But you watch these two guys; they will interact with each other. It's a ride. I'm so happy that they do. When I got the other Vector, I wasn't sure because I hadn't seen any other videos watching how these two guys interact with each other. They're doing the stare down right now. All right, I gotta edit. But I figured I'd throw a live on. I've got my phone on the live. At least I'm going to. And at least that way, if somebody asks a question, hopefully I can see it or says something, checks in. Anybody checks in, I'll see it. But I've got to get the main thing off my computer right now, so I can do some work. They'll just do their own thing. So just remember, there is a little bit of a delay. So if I don't respond right away, it's because I'm doing some editing and I'm actually on your guys' delay. I think that camera perspective is actually pretty cool. It's low enough and high enough, I guess. Does that make any sense? Low enough, high enough. Thanks, Rich. Hey, Rich, got a question for you. I know this is odd, but obviously you're saying that you're a plumber, right? I think you yourself are a plumber. Would you happen to know Anthony Pomerello or the Pomerello family? You neither heard of them? Oh, you're an inspector too. That's awesome. Southbridge, Mass. Yeah. I didn't know. It's he's actually my cousin. My family, or the my Italian side of the family, is actually from the north end of Boston, Malden, kind of like, you know, that area right there. So Kind of that thing, you know, you don't know if all plumbers know all plumbers, you know what I mean? People ask me stuff all the time. Oh, yeah, the plow, yeah, yep. I think it's actually one of my friends, he's Grumpy One. He's from, I think he's from Maine or New Hampshire, you know, a YouTube friend kind of deal. But guy's pretty knowledgeable. He was putting videos out there, but I don't know, he loses steam because, you know, just life in general, I guess. But he's pretty knowledgeable. I ended up, you know, same thing. Found him on YouTube, or he found me on YouTube, or something like that. It's crazy how you can talk to so many people or get to know so many people through stuff like this. I mean, I got people that are from Europe that watch these live streams. It's crazy. Your grandmother? Yeah. Yeah, so my great-grandmother was actually from Sicily. They moved, obviously, from Sicily to the North End. I don't know how they did it, but they bought like a whole block of buildings. And I don't know how they did that, but they owned a whole block of buildings for the longest time, kind of over by Haymarket Square. Yeah, I gotta tell you, one thing that was really cool about, you know, so I was pretty much my grandfather's like son in a way. He never had any sons, so when, you know, my mother obviously had a son, I kind of like became the son he never had. And I gotta tell you, it was quite an experience going into the North End. Everybody knew my grandfather. My grandfather was actually a Golden Glove boxer when he was 16 years old. And he actually started boxing when he was 14, and he used his brother Don's license to be able to box because it was something that he loved. And what was really cool is when we would go into the North End, you know, we'd get Italian ice and stuff like that, but walking through the North End, the streets, there would just be all of a sudden just people yelling from, you know, like the third or fourth floor buildings saying, "Hey, Snuffy," which was my grandfather's nickname, Snuffy. And a funny story about my grandfather being called Snuffy was he used to peddle fruit in the North End, and obviously during the wintertime, you know, it's cold, and he would wipe his nose on the sleeve of his jacket, and that's how he got the name Snuffy. But that name followed him forever. I mean, I don't know, being a young kid and people yelling, you know, ineffectively your grandfather's name from, you know, all over the North End. I gotta tell you, that was definitely cool. Made me, you know, realize how much of a hero my grandfather actually was, because to me, he really was. From a bruising. Yeah, I gotta tell you, I wish my kids could have had, you know, or could have met my grandfather. I mean, he was amazing. He was a vet, everything. Worked for St. Johnsbury Trucking Company. That's how far back it goes. There you go. That's the same exact thing as me. My grandfather, like you just said, best friend and, yeah, and hero. Crazy. Oh, it looks like they're fighting. It's a riot. It's a riot that these things actually have an attitude. Oh, and it was new Vector. He must have been getting pissed off because original Vector was touching his cube or something. I don't know. That was funny. Boston Gas. Whoop. Yeah. Yeah, my grandfather actually got me a job at St. John's Bray Trucking Company. So I was 17 years old, making $17.05 an hour. I felt like I was rich. I got union money. I don't know how my grandfather did this, but I got union rate, but didn't pay dues. And I don't know if it had to do with my age or whatever it was, but a kid at 17 years old at that point in time, God, what year was that? I think that was like 89. Does that sound right? 89? 89? 88 maybe? Either 88 or 89, I can't remember. But yeah, I worked for that company, $17.05 an hour, 17 years old. I felt like I had money flowing out of my pockets. It was crazy. And I busted my butt too. You know, my grandfather got me the job, so, you know, I had that too, where, you know, working for the same company that my grandfather worked for, all the guys, all his friends were still there, and all the new guys knew him. Ah, man, sometimes I gotta tell you, there's no replacement for the older generations. You just don't see the same kind of generosity. At least I don't see it. He would, not every Sunday, but I'd say one Sunday a month for years, would buy two dozen boxes of donuts. So 1 dozen boxes of donuts from Dunkin' Donuts, and he would bring them and visit the guys. And I mean, you know how far that would go as far as, you know, everybody being, you know, so appreciative for, you know, that gesture. And that was my grandfather. He was just, he'd give you the shirt off his back. Yeah, I was born in 71. Yep, that's crazy. That is awesome. Yeah, dude, that's nuts. That is nuts. Yeah, 1970. Yep. Again, like I said, I don't know how bad the delay is, so you could be like saying that 3 minutes ago. Well, and I do. So I do love my Ford, but I'm also a Chevy guy too. I got my two Camaros and, you know, GM. I've got my '02 Firebird or Trans Am, whatever you want to call it. I think what was nuts was at one time in this driveway, I used to be, you know, slated the GM guy because I had a 79 Trans Am, I had my 2002 Trans Am, my 69 Camaro, and I had a Silverado. It was a 99 new body Silverado. And then I traded that in to get my '06 Ford, you know, big black. And then we had the Montego, the Ranger. I mean, and then we've got, you know, a 2000 parts truck Ranger sitting in the driveway, or actually it's in the woods right now. I'm still siphoning parts off of that thing. I don't know. I just love cars. Dude, that is nuts. Are we like twins or something here? That's a riot. Oh my god. That is funny. Yeah, I think the only thing that I need is I joke around all the time, with people, and, my wife actually thinks the same way. If we ever move out of this place, which is kind of weird because I also have that thought about, how a home is, that you always want to have a place for your kids to come back, just in case, they need, a place to go or whatever. But the next place, whether I build it or if we buy it, everybody always buys a house with a garage attached. Well, I want to reverse it. I want to buy a garage with a house attached. My wife is totally on board with that, which is awesome. Buy a house with a garage attached. Nope, I want it the other way. I want to buy a garage with a house attached. Yep, from different sides of Massachusetts. Yep. I've literally always been on this side. I've lived in, I was born in Quincy, raised in Marshfield, and then in my later teens, my mother bought a house in Plymouth. And yeah, that's it. So 3 towns. I've been in Plymouth since, I think, the age of, what is that, 13, maybe 12, something like that. I can't remember. So it's been a while. Oh, a 2,400 square foot garage? No way. Oh, that's my dream right there. 30 by 40. Holy crap. Now that is awesome. Oh, jealous now. That's my dream. Build it. You built it? That's awesome. Now, something like that had to have cost you what? 40K? Maybe more? 2-story. That's awesome. Oh, I hope you're making good use of that garage. Man, I can't tell you how many times you drive by somebody's garage and the door's open or whatever, and you get to see inside their garage, and there's literally zero room to move or do anything. And I always said, I'm not going to be, if I ever get a garage, I'm not going to be that guy. But technically, I kind of am right now, because if I was to open my garage doors, I got a 69 Camaro that's sitting sideways up against 2 of the walls. I've got the whole rest of that bay of the garage just full of all my tools, equipment, and kind of storage. Then on the right side garage, and it's a 2-car under, so a 2-car garage under is effectively useless. That's for somebody that, just wants a place to park their car and not get wet. And then on the right side garage, I've got my O2 TA. I've got the intake off of that. I'm doing knock sensors for that right now. That's actually been, up on blocks for, I don't know, feels like 6 months now. I just haven't had a chance to get to it. I started a video on that. And I've got no room on that side because I got my toolbox in there. It's a Husky 52-inch toolbox that's loaded. Then I've got 2 other toolboxes to the right, kind of like a overhead storage and shelves, and there's just no room. A 2-car under garage is absolutely, for someone like me, useless, worthless, whatever. A 30 by 40 though, damn, that is, yeah, I want it. Oh, that's awesome. Plumbing stuff, 4 vehicles, my truck too. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that is awesome. Second floor is storage, utility. I built it with each trusses, no walls. Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I'd like to get my beef plow in the garage, but there's just 0 room. And here I am saying that I'm gonna edit stuff, but I'm finding talking to you is more interesting to do than any editing. Well, Rich the Italian plumber, I'll tell you right now. I'm gonna look you up right now because you're gonna get a sub. Let's see. Oh no, I can't. Oh, I can't leave the site. Wait a minute. Yes, I can. I can open up another one. How am I gonna find it? I just gotta type it in. There's Rich the Tactical Plumber. Holy crap. There you are. Well, Rich, you're going to 98. You got 98 subs now, man. No, I got it. Like I said, I don't know how bad the delay is. Good guy, yeah. Yeah, one of my son's friends, he's a gun guy too, which he's got my son interested, which is awesome. But I want my son, obviously, I want him to take a safety class. But he's been taking, classes. Well, not classes, but he's been learning from his friend, and his friend definitely is someone that, I'm glad that he's learning from him because his friend has a huge respect and responsibility concerning guns. His whole family is military. His whole family's grown up around guns. So is he. Yeah. Actually, you know what's funny is, have you ever seen videos from a guy called Adam Calhoun? Yeah, I'm not sure what the lag is here. The guy's right. I don't figure how bad the lag is. Looks like it's like a 10-second lag. You should just punch in Adam Calhoun when you get a chance on YouTube. I don't know. I probably can't even. I don't think I can put a link in there, can I? How do I do that? there, go there, paste. That's his channel right there. I think you can look it up. Yeah, so there you go. If obviously, you can just go back on the live stream and just, check it out. But the guy's, he's actually a super intelligent guy, and he definitely, says what's on his mind. He's a riot. The guy's a total riot. All right, I've actually got to get. You just sub to him. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, the last video we just did 3 days ago, I tell you, sometimes it's exactly what I think. It's like nowadays you just point blank, you can't say anything without offending somebody out there. The world's going to hell, man. People are just so crazy, overly offended by just about anything you say. It's nuts. Having a YouTube channel, it's crazy because you gotta be careful what you say on that. Yep, gotta keep it quiet. Yep. Wow, Vector's like right there. Hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, Vector. Hey, Vector. Wow, you're not listening. I'm just gonna let them do their thing. That's awesome. The tactical plumber. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Am I not understanding? Whoa, what happened? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, throwing yourself off. I didn't even see that because I was going to look up something. That's awesome. So literally, I didn't even realize that. That's your video. Oh, that's awesome. That's so funny. That's obviously, yeah, because that's your video. So of course it's going to be the next one up. Yeah, I'm going to check out your videos. What'd you say? You only had 5, right? I think I saw that. 5. I'm going to check them out. See what they're all about. Doesn't matter if it's 5. Who cares? There's still videos to watch. And that's kind of what I realized about YouTube. Like, my YouTube channel apparently doesn't have any direction, which, I guess that's why maybe my YouTube channel's, semi, failing or whatever. Or it's not growing, it's not getting traction or whatever, because I just can't seem, just like my entire life, I can't seem to key on one particular thing. So, like, the type of work I do, I started my own sheetrock company back in 2000 or 99. I can't remember. It was either 99 or 2000. And it exploded from that. I mean, I've always had the ability to literally just do whatever. Sheetrock was just easy because I worked for one guy for 1 year. And after working for that guy for 1 year, I went off on my own. I just was like, I got this. And started my own company. It exploded from then. I must have hit it right at the right time to do sheetrocking because, literally was just not, I didn't feel like I was a millionaire, but I literally remembered one time cashing a check at the bank. And that was back at the time when, you know, you knew what checks to cash, you knew what checks to deposit, right? So I cashed the check. I looked at the money. You know, it was obviously all hundreds. I looked at the $100 bill and I literally said, that's not much money. And then I don't know how many years later, the economy took a dump. And I remembered opening up my wallet, looking at a $5 bill and going, oh, where's that going to go? But, you know, times have changed. Things have changed. I don't know. I definitely feel happier with what I do now, which is literally everything. I actually just took all the lettering off of my truck this year. This spring, I think it was. I took all the lettering off because I point blank just don't need the lettering anymore. Everything that I do now is word of mouth. I do everything from I'll replace your smoke detector batteries to I'll build you a deck. I'll build you a garage, although I can't even build my own garage. I'll paint your house. I'll power wash. Whatever puts money in my pocket, that's what I do. I help people, and I'm so much happier doing that. Look at you guys, huh? I just rambled a whole bunch of nothing. There you go. You have large sums. You gotta be careful saying that. All right, now I'm just gonna point this out to the Vector people, the people watching Vector. So why is he now going over to the other Vector to try and hop on the charger that he's on, when he point blank knows that there's a charger right there? You're just gonna stand there, well, sit there, roll there, and be aggravated because the other Vector took your charger? Maybe he needs a light. And watch that be too bright. Trying to just let him find his own charger. I think he's got it. There we go. I was hoping he was going to make it. Oh, you got it. You got it. You got it. Ah, shouldn't have helped him. He'll get it. Should have left him alone. He would have got it. You got this, Vector. You lined up messed up again. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. I can't believe he four-wheel drived it on there. All right, so like I usually say, I'm just going to end the live stream because, you know, what's the point of having the live stream going other than Rich talking to you? I got to tell you right now, this has been an awesome live stream conversation that I haven't had one like this in a while. It's definitely cool being able to meet people, you know, like that. Yeah. I don't know what to say, man. That's actually pretty cool. So I'm going to end the live stream. Yeah, that would be cool. That definitely would be cool. Yeah, it's funny. You got to meet up with a bunch of people because Grumpy One, he lives up north. We've been, you know, chatting back and forth. I've got a friend of mine, Joe Daddy's Garage. He's got 2 websites or 2 YouTube channels. He's got Joe Daddy's Garage and Joe Daddy's Workshop. The Workshop one is more of kind of just alternate things that he likes to do. But the Joe Daddy's Garage, he's a guy that, you know, at some point I've got to meet. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy when they talk about it being a small world, kind of, and definitely, live streams, Facebook, all this, interconnection stuff has definitely, made people realize that, this world technically is, small. So, but Rich, it was definitely awesome talking to you. I am going to end the live stream. How am I going to do that? And thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Oh, you do too? That's a riot. Oh my God, that's awesome. You know Grumpy won. That's awesome. All right, man. I'm going to end it. Thanks for watching this live stream of Vector. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you later, Rich.